Before proceeding to any practical examples, I'd just like to show you some details on how to implement threading in Java. There are two ways of implementing threading in Java: by extending thread class or by implementing runnable interface. We can extend thread class. To create our own thread class and override the run method. Then we can create its object and call its start method to execute our custom thread class run method. To make a class runnable, we can implement the runnable interface and provide an implementation in public void run method. To use these classes thread, we need to create a thread object by passing an object of this runnable class and then call start method to execute the run method in a separate thread, which you will see in the next videos. There are no rules about which of the two methods is the best, both methods work. Personally, sometimes implementing runnable is better because in Java we can only extend one class, so if we extend thread class we cannot extend any other class, while by implementing runnable interface, we still have that option open with us. Another important aspect is that the thread goes to various stages in his life cycle. For example, a thread is born, started, runs and then dies. The following diagrams show the complete life cycle of a thread. New state. A new thread begins its life cycle in the new state. It remains in this state until the program starts the thread. It is also referred to as a born thread. Runnable. After a newly born thread started, the thread becomes runnable. Thread in this state is considered to be ready for executing its task. Running. In this phase, the thread is running our custom thread class run method. Sometimes a thread transitions to the waiting state. When that thread waits for another thread to perform a task, a thread transitions back to the runnable state only when another thread signals the waiting thread to continue executing. The waiting state is important when you are creating a network application. Server application should be in the waiting state when it's waiting for a client request. When the client is connected to server, the server thread transitions back to the runnable state in order to process the client request. After the process is done, the server thread could go back in the waiting status to allow another client to connect. Timed waiting. Runnable can enter the timed waiting state for a specified interval of time. A thread in this state transitions back to the runnable state when that interval expires or the event that is waiting for occurs. Terminated or dead state. Runnable thread entered the terminated state when it completed its task or otherwise terminated. Subscribe for upcoming tutorial in advanced Java and other programming languages like PHP, animation,